Welcome back, brave adventurers, to the Underbelly Tavern, under the city of Ravenglass. For the last 4 days, the resistant movement has gathered pace, recruiting volunteers from the city, using the underground tunnels to transport weapons, supplies, and people. The Wardens thought they controlled the city, but the city looked after its own. The spirit of collaboration alone was inspiring, to see so many factions come together in common cause for mischief. Even the uppies and downies of Old Town had agreed to work together. As far as Hattie can see, the Madcaster Castle records, that's not happened for a few hundred years, so you are setting new precedents for Old Town and Ravenglass. After stealing the acorn twig from Henry's office, the Resistance were able to listen in to the Warden communications for a while, and in that time learned how to use the acorn network too, developing their own communication network of acorns. What did we call them? I forgot.
Talkie-walkies.
Talkie-walkies. With your talkie-walkies being able to communicate with each other across the city, unknown to the Wardens. But it did not take the Wardens long to work out what had happened, and they scrambled their acorns. But it did give us enough time to rally the people of Ravenglass and establish our own network. They were just waiting for a reason to unite. There's been a simmering of tension ever since the king was arrested by the Wardens, of resentment from the local Crownsguard for being put out of work. The guilds, the dockworkers, the armed forces, the entire navy told to sit in Ravenglass Harbour and wait for orders, which never came. Parts of the city damaged by falling Warden airships, forest fires, industrial explosions like the one at the Burrows, never explained fully by the Wardens. Checkpoints, house searches, random arrests, detainments with no charge nor explanation. The Wardens were just out of touch with the pulse of the city. The people had enough. During this time, Warden's Wings publications went into overdrive with a newsletter twice a day. The printing press running day and night and requiring a special team to maintain the rollers. Newsflash, La Resistance gained support from Dockmaster Monique at Latife Dock, officially requesting an independent investigation into the king's arrest. Just where was he? Why had the charges not been made public? Was this a grab for power by the Wardens? Newsflash, Warden's Wings. Ships arrested. The Admiral of the Everwind Navy has been detained by the Wardens. What is going on? Is this another grab for power? Newsflash, Everwind Navy mutiny. Several ships sail away for unknown lands. And so on. Until on the second day, after enough was enough, Ambassador John had one recourse: to declare martial law and a curfew, to sweep the streets clear of gatherings of more than 10 people, to forbid mask wearing or people skulking about. Loitering became one of the most charged offences, with Warden's Wings championing one lady's plight to free herself from Warden captivity after simply taking her kids to school. Newsflash, Wardens refused to carry out illegal orders. Hundreds of Wardens abscond from their duties. High Council gathered to discuss. No response from the Wardens. Newsflash, Wardens try to arrest Chief Hamish of the Dwarven 8th Army for breaching the Treaty of Eversky. He tells them to get off my land and proceeds to evict all Wardens from Everdeep. Newsflash, the truth from the Dwarves from our sister publication, Warden's Plumbing from Everdeep. The Dwarves were invited by nobles of Fangsport to secure their shipyards to prevent any more thefts after the asteroid impact. The Wardens are unable to perform the duties of the normal Crownsguard. Green Team are kept busy, recruiting, organising, gathering potions, listening to intercepted messages, and sending false ones back, scouring over old maps and trying to find a way into the Everskyfall estates. This influential merchant company had a large, well-groomed and managed estate with its own rail link, harbour and cargo yard, its own self-sufficient farms and plenty of loyal staff keeping its perimeter secure. It was well known by the gangs of Ravenglass that you did not mess with this estate, nor nobody had ever TP'd this estate on Loki's day. But it would also seem like a crime had been committed and covered up. Somebody had stolen relics from the Grand Museum in Maloki, Loki's bow train being one of them, and were displaying it here in their own private museum. So that needed taking care of too. If Ambassador John could be linked to the Eversky Company, then he could be arrested by the people for the people, and the High Wardens would have to do something. Today is the 10th. Granny's Bakery delivered to you a small package with a note attached to it. More gifts of Loki will be sent... Dramatic music can cease now. Stop it. Stop. Stop. We want mystery music now, please. Mystery music, stop it. Harrison Ford, you're getting really exciting. Okay, yes, and... There we go. Mystery music, thank you very much. Carrying on. Today is the 10th. Granny's Bakery deliver a best wishes for Loki's Day cake with a note inside. More gifts of Loki will be sent in 4 days' time. Don't waste your luck until then. Signed, Granny. But then all the packages from Granny's Bakery are signed personally by Granny. It's part of their brand image to ensure that the visage, the illusion is maintained for all of their staff of a little old lady baking cakes and cookies and giving them out for a few pennies here and there. Do you want to do anything with those intervening 4 days besides that montage of activity?